The tidal energy in Eastport is really the birth of an entirely new industry in Maine. We have a unique resource in Maine that doesn't exist in other states. And you look at renewable energy, and that's really where Maine stands out, is our tidal resource.
The energy-producing potential of the tides along Maine's coast were first looked at as a source of power in the 1930s by President Franklin Roosevelt. Now the global demand for energy has renewed interest in this green source of power. The federal funding will allow researchers to take a true measure of how much energy Maine's tides can produce.
The question is, how much power can you extract from a tidal energy site? It would seem that we'd know that answer, but we don't. We know the range at which that answer is true. We don't know, for example, how much is really extractable. How much can we extract without damaging the environment?
Each cycle of the tide in Cobscook Bay moves a huge volume of water. One goal of the project will be to measure how much energy these tides generate. UMaine oceanographer Weijie Su uses satellite data and sensors on the water to measure the current.
It's well known that Gulf of Maine and Bay of Fundy has the largest tide in the world. This is, of course, Eastport and Pleasant Point. So this here is the Western Passage, and we have the Head Harbor Passage. From here, you can see where are hotspots for the tidal power.
These coastal waters are a vital part of Maine's environment, providing wildlife habitat, commercial fisheries, and recreation. Tidal power may be a clean source of energy, but the environmental impacts of placing a massive set of turbines in the water is unknown. Fisheries biologist Gail Zizlewski hopes to answer some of those questions.
Some of the obvious ones are, if fish swim by or through or near a turbine, what would the impact be? And there could be individual impacts on the fish as they swim through, or marine mammals or seabirds, but we just don't know what those are right now.
Much work remains to be done before the potential of tidal energy is realized. But this funding and the research it provides is a key first step that could make Maine a world leader in alternative energy.
Our end goal is we'll understand much better at the end of this work what the size of the resource in Maine is. We won't have power generation at that point, but we'll understand at that point what we think we can do in Eastport.
I think it's a significant part of our solution to renewable energy in Maine. It could be. We're really one of the few places in the country that can do this.